Hi everyone. One of the first questions I get from my mentees and my students who are interested in incorporating nutrition for mental health in their clinical practice is, where do I begin? How do I integrate this into my practice? I find one of the most effective, efficient, and natural ways to integrate nutrition for mental health working with psychotherapy and counseling clients is to do what I call a food mood diary. It's a very simple assessment. You need not be an expert in nutrition, but more so really focused on common sense. And in this food mood diary, which I make available to you as a download and within my new book, Nutrition Essentials for Mental Health, I also give you a checklist. So as you're asking questions and reviewing the answers that your client's giving you, you can chart those answers according to a range of responses that will then guide you to then educate your client about what might be some positive approaches to improving their diet. So what are some examples of those questions? Some are, how much water are you drinking? Are you hydrating enough? Because we know that if you're dehydrated, it can be depressing, fatiguing, and cause headaches. And then you might have a headache, and then you're taking an aspirin or an NSAID or painkiller, and that is upsetting your gut, and that in turn triggers more mental distress. And so if we can tease out certain behaviors that people are doing and gently give them some options about how to improve those behaviors and thereby get improvement in their mental and physical well-being, that becomes part of our ethics and our scope for psychoeducation, which means we're helping people improve their self-care and their lifestyle. So some other questions we look at are, how much protein are you eating? Sometimes our clients are food insecure. Protein is the most expensive food. Maybe they don't have enough money to buy protein. How can we help people brainstorm finding low cost but high quality proteins? Proteins are the building blocks of amino acids, and amino acids are the building blocks of brain neurotransmitters. And without enough protein, our mood tends to be low. And so I also look at how much protein. Now, what are the proteins we're looking for? Eggs, animal proteins like meat, turkey, poultry, fish. We're looking for plant proteins like beans, different kinds of legumes like lentils. And nuts, of course, are a wonderful protein, rich in omega fats as well. So as we become familiar doing this with ourselves, and I really encourage you to do this for yourself, do the food mood diary with your family, do it with some friends, do it with some practice clients perhaps, get a good feel and a good comfort level for asking these questions and then analyzing the answers. You're going to have some tips and some nuggets to share with your clients that I promise you, absolutely guarantee, is going to improve their mood. I go over the food mood diary in depth, walk you through it in the book, and I'd love to hear about your experience using it.